In a quaint village, nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, lived two gardeners named Tom and Sarah. Both had their own gardens, which they tended to with great care and love. Tom's garden was known for its vibrant flowers and lush greenery. People from neighboring villages would often visit to admire the colorful blooms and the perfectly manicured hedges. Tom took immense pride in his garden and spent hours each day ensuring every plant was in perfect condition. Sarah, on the other hand, had a small, modest garden. Her flowers were not as numerous or as striking as Tom's, but her garden had a serene, natural beauty that reflected her gentle personality. Sarah loved her garden deeply and took joy in watching it grow and change with the seasons. One day Tom decided to visit Sarah's garden out of curiosity. As he walked through her garden, he couldn't help but compare it to his own. Her flowers are not as vibrant as mine, he thought. Her garden is so simple compared to my masterpiece. Feeling superior, Tom began to offer Sarah unsolicited advice. You should plant more colorful flowers, he suggested, and you need to trim these bushes more often. Your garden could be so much better. Sarah listened politely but continued to tend to her garden in her own way. She appreciated Tom's enthusiasm but knew that her garden brought her peace and happiness just as it was. As the weeks passed, Tom became increasingly obsessed with comparing his garden to others. He spent more time visiting other gardens, critiquing them, and less time caring for his own. Gradually, Tom's once perfect garden began to wither. Weeds crept in, and the flowers lost their vibrant colors. One day, Tom walked past Sarah's garden again. To his surprise, her garden was thriving. The flowers, though not as numerous, were healthy and blooming beautifully. The entire garden radiated a sense of calm and contentment. Tom realized that in his pursuit of perfection and comparison, he had neglected what truly mattered: his own garden. He had focused so much on others that he had forgotten to nurture what was right in front of him. With a newfound understanding, Tom returned to his garden. He stopped worrying about how it compared to others and started tending to it with love and care once more. Slowly but surely, his garden began to recover, and Tom found joy in the simple act of gardening again. The villagers noticed the change in Tom. His garden became beautiful once more, but more importantly, Tom himself seemed happier and more at peace. He had learned that true fulfillment comes not from comparing oneself to others, but from appreciating and nurturing one's own journey. This story highlights the importance of focusing on your own path and finding joy in your own achievements, rather than constantly comparing yourself to others.